I'm 69 years old, and I spent my entire life thinking I was being smart. I thought real estate was too risky, too much debt, too much that could go wrong. And now I'm sitting here watching my friends retire on rental income while I'm still working part-time just to keep up. I need to tell you something that might save you from making the same mistake I did. Back in 1992, I was 37 years old. My wife Linda and we were doing okay. I had a solid job. She was working too. We were renting a nice apartment for $750 a month. And our friend Tom, he came to us with an opportunity. He said, "There's a duplex for sale, 2 units, $140,000. You live in one side, rent out the other. The tenant basically pays your mortgage." I remember looking at Linda, and she was excited. She said, "This is perfect. We can do this." And I shut it down immediately. I said, "That's too much debt. What if the tenant doesn't pay? What if something breaks? What if the market crashes?" I had every excuse ready. Tom bought that duplex himself. You want to know what happened? He paid it off in 18 years. Sold it last year for $890,000. And the rental income he collected over those years? He estimates over $400,000. Meanwhile, Linda and I kept renting. We paid rent for another 26 years before we finally bought our first home in 2018. I was 63 years old. 63. And you know what the worst part is? It's not just that one duplex. It's every single time an opportunity came up and I said, "Too risky." In 1998, my brother wanted to go in on a 4-unit apartment building with me. $280,000. My half would have been $140,000. I said, "That's too much risk. What if we can't find tenants? What if the neighborhood goes bad?" My brother found another partner. They bought it. That building is worth $1.8 million today. They've collected decades of rent. They both retired at 60. I'm 69 and still working. In 2003, there was a foreclosure down the street from us. A small single-family home. $95,000. It needed work, but it was livable. Linda said, "We should buy this, fix it up, rent it out." I said, "Too risky. What if we can't find good tenants? What if they trash the place?" Someone else bought it, fixed it up in 3 months. It's worth $520,000 now. And they've been collecting $2,200 a month in rent for 21 years. Do the math. That's over $550,000 in rental income alone. Every single time, I thought I was being smart. I thought I was protecting us. I thought risk meant danger. But you know what's actually risky? Renting your entire life, paying someone else's mortgage, building zero wealth, having nothing to show for 40 years of payments. That's risk, real risk. Linda doesn't say much about it anymore, but I know she thinks about it. A few months ago, we were at Tom's house for dinner, his house. The one he bought with the equity from that duplex I said no to. Beautiful place. Paid off. No mortgage. And he's talking about his rental properties, his retirement, his trips to Europe. And Linda just got quiet. Real quiet. On the drive home, she said, "We could have had that life." And I didn't know what to say. Because she's right. We could have had that life. But I was too scared. You know what I've learned at 69 years old? The thing I thought was risky, real estate, that was actually the safest investment I could have made. Because real estate does a few things that nothing else does. Number one, someone else pays for it. Your tenant pays your mortgage. You're building wealth with someone else's money. Number two, it goes up in value. Not every year, sure, but over time, it always goes up. That $140,000 duplex is worth $890,000. That's not luck, that's just time. Number 3, it gives you cash flow. Every single month, money comes in. Even after the mortgage is paid off, that money keeps coming. My friend Tom collects $6,400 a month from his properties now. Every month, whether he works or not. I collect a paycheck, and if I stop working, that paycheck stops. You know what's actually risky? A job. A job can fire you. A job can downsize you. A job can replace you with someone younger and cheaper. I've seen it happen. It happened to me in 2015. I got laid off at 60 years old, and we had nothing to fall back on. No rental income, no properties, just savings that we'd been building. And that savings, it disappeared fast when you're paying rent and bills with no income coming in. If I'd bought that duplex in 1992, I would have had rental income in 2015 when I lost my job. I would have been okay. But I didn't, because I thought real estate was too risky. Let me tell you what real estate risk actually looks like. Bad tenants? You screen them, you check references, you follow the process. It's not that hard. Property damage? You have insurance. You have security deposits. You handle it. It's part of the business. Market crash? Real estate crashes are temporary. If you hold it long enough, it always recovers. Always. I've watched it happen 3 times in my life. Every single risk I was afraid of had a solution. But the risk of doing nothing? That risk has no solution. You just stay broke. You just keep renting. You just keep working until you're too old to work anymore. And then what? I'm 69 years old and I'm still working part-time at a hardware store. Not because I love it, not because I'm bored, because I have to, because we don't have rental income, because we didn't buy property when we could have. Linda retired last year. She's 67. Her retirement isn't enough to cover both of us, so I work. And every day I'm there, I think about Tom. I think about my brother. I think about all the people who took the risk I was too scared to take, and now they're free. And I'm not. Here's what I wish someone had told me when I was 37 years old. Risk isn't buying real estate. Risk is not buying real estate. Because when you don't buy, you guarantee that you'll stay in the same place financially. You guarantee that you'll keep paying rent. You guarantee that you'll build wealth for your landlord instead of yourself. When you do buy, yeah, there are challenges. Yeah, things break. Yeah, tenants can be difficult sometimes. But you're building something. You're creating income. You're setting yourself up for freedom later. I didn't understand that. I thought safety was avoiding debt. But debt that builds wealth isn't something to avoid, it's something to use. The people who got rich didn't avoid debt. They used debt strategically to buy assets that made them money. And I sat on the sidelines calling them risky, calling them foolish. Turns out I was the foolish one. Linda and I, we finally own a home now. We bought it in 2018 for $340,000. It's worth maybe $480,000 today. That's good, that's something. But it's not enough. If we'd bought that duplex in 1992, we'd have over $1 million in equity right now. We'd have rental income every month. We'd be comfortable. Instead, we're just getting by. So here's my advice. The only advice that matters. If you're young right now, if you're 30, 40, even 50, and you're thinking about buying real estate, stop overthinking it. Stop listing all the reasons it could go wrong. Start asking, how can I make this work? Because the risks you're afraid of are manageable. But the risk of not building wealth, that risk will follow you for the rest of your life. Real estate isn't too risky. Renting forever is too risky. Having no assets is too risky. Working until you're 70 is too risky. I'm 69 years old. I thought real estate was too risky. And that one belief, that one fear, cost me millions of dollars and decades of freedom. Don't be me. Don't let fear disguise itself as wisdom. Buy the property, take the leap, build the wealth. Because I promise you, the only thing you'll regret is not starting sooner. Linda's in the other room right now, and I know what she's thinking. She's thinking about the life we could have had if I'd just said yes in 1992. If I'd just trusted that we could figure it out. And she's right, we could have figured it out, but I was too scared to try. So do me a favor. If there's a property, if there's an opportunity, if there's a chance to build something, take it. Don't wait. Don't overthink it. Don't let some voice in your head tell you it's too risky, because the real risk is staying where you are. I'm 69, and I thought real estate was too risky. I was wrong, dead wrong. And now I'm paying the price. Don't make the same mistake. Go. Take the risk. Build the life. Do it now.